Vamos a continuar la historia, que estábamos llegando a Hogwarts y nos iban a recibir con un banquete de bienvenida. Pero creo que después de todo esto, no sé si llegamos, Me parece que llegamos medio tarde.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
Llegó el momento.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate.
Qué elegancia, la de Francia.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me. Of course, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Sí. Ay, qué momento. Llevo toda mi vida esperando esto. Ya he hecho muchos tests de a qué casa pertenezco, pero no voy a decir qué me han dado. Todos me dan lo mismo. Vamos a ver si los tests están bien.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Ya seleccionaron todas las
Prepare
casas. Llegamos
yourself
súper
to
tarde.
meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
¿Este es el director de Hogwarts?
Complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Ah, bueno, menos mal. Pensé que no me iban a seleccionar.
I'll be in touch.
Gracias. Buenas. Ah, están todos seleccionados. Faltaba solo yo. Como siempre, llegando tarde de todos lados.
Professor
No
Weasley,
sé si se parece a Harry Potter.
we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome.
Mira el sombrero.
You're just in time. Have a seat.
Esta es la profesora Weasley, la que nos mandó la carta. ¡Qué momento!
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Un poquito.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Como todo el mundo, ¿no? Estoy deseando empezar las clases porque tengo ganas de explorar, pero no sé nada de magia, tengo que aprender, así que...
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
¿Qué es lo que detecta? Bueno. Soy osado muy poco. Soy curioso mucho. Pero soy leal. Ojo, que soy leal. No soy ambicioso. Estoy entre curiosidad y lealtad. Capaz que estás detectando... Me gusta explorar, pero el viejo me dijo que no dijera nada. Soy leal.
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you?
No.
You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead.
Nunca pasa.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. But
¡Eso me lo
you
sabe!
belong in Hufflepuff.
¿Qué? ¿Hufflepuff? ¿What? Nunca me había saltado Hufflepuff en ninguno de los test que hice. Pero si el sombrero lo dice, soy un Hufflepuff. Bueno, aprenderemos a ser un Hufflepuff. Somos tejones. Viviremos como tejones dentro de Hogwarts.
Better be Hufflepuff.
Gracias. Gracias. Igual me gusta Hufflepuff. Gracias, chicos.
Oh, and one more thing.
¿Qué le
Due
pasa?
to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
No hay Witch. Podemos volar en escoba.
You
qué
are
bien.
here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Yay. Nos vemos. Este es el director del colegio. No, voy a tener que leer más sobre
It's
él.
lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
¿Qué metido? Estaba hablando conmigo.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room.
Ok.
Right this way.
Gracias, señora Weasley. Es una Weasley. Soy un Hufflepuff, boludo. No puedo
It's
creerlo.
quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap
Okay.
the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Ok. ¿Será? Tuki.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor
Nice.
Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Sleep well. Me cae bien esta señora. El que no me cae bien es el director. El director es un caracagada bárbaro. A la mañana siguiente en Hogwarts Legacy. No, mirá qué linda que está la sala. Soy un
like
Hufflepuff, no puedo
everyone's
creerlo. Te juro que en todos los
Let's
tests,
head to the common room.
en todos los tests que he hecho de a qué casa pertenezco, siempre me sale Ravenclaw. Siempre, pero siempre, siempre, siempre. Convencido aparte, ¿no? Igual acá no te hacen como un test. Me parece que es... Ah, no sé. Elegís el rasgo más común que define la casa y te manda para ahí. Vamos a tomar un tecito. ¿Qué pasó con el tecito? ¿Me lo robé? Es un té mágico. Tecito, manzanita. Vamos a desayunar al primer día del colegio. Tuki. Come como los Sims, A lavar la cara, acá. Lavatorio, tranqui. Tranqui, me gusta el cuartito. Ahora soy el que más duerme también. Estamos, chicos. Buen día, Ulises. ¿Cómo va? Otra manzanita, porque si hay comida vamos a comer. Vamos al punto. Debe ser diferente comenzar en Hogwarts de quinto año. Un poco. ¿Qué murmuran? Ah, ¿qué le importa, señor? ¿Y esta? Te dije que era curioso. Hasta acá. ¿Me puedo hablar con esta piba?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Leonora. Ah, qué lindo. el
Oh,
búho.
hello.
La de chufa.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that
Hello.
your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new fifth year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
Tengo mucho con lo que ponerme al día, en realidad.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hardworking too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you.
Un gusto.
You've such a lot to do.
Lo que dijo de Ravenclaw, ¿no? Me pone a pensar que si dice lo de Ravenclaw porque... No sé, porque dijimos Ravenclaw y el algoritmo detectó la palabra clave y ahora tiró Ravenclaw. Si hubiésemos dicho Slytherin, tiraría Slytherin en el diálogo.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
Un placer.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Gracias por dejarme con la duda.
Adieu.
Nice. ¿Viste lo que...? Qué loco, ¿no? Capaz que es porque dije Ravenclaw. Es como cuando hablas y el celular te escucha y después entras a Instagram y te aparece... No sé, estabas hablando de televisores y te aparecen televisores. Es raro. Así funciona el algoritmo. Detecta palabras claves y después las busca y te las manda.
I can't quite reach.
No, amigo, nunca.
Come on, you went that way.
Nunca agarraste un gato.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Me cae bien, Arthur.
Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Qué pena, los animales mágicos me parecen increíbles.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, Glumbumbles,
¿Cómo estaría tener un
I
escarabajo,
thought they were
papá?
only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
¿Se podrá tener mascotas acá? Vamos a preguntarle.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Ok. Me cayó bien ese Arthur, ¿eh?
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Ok, gracias. Reúnete con la profesora Weasley fuera de la isla común. Fuera de la sala común. Ahí está la profesora.
Good morning.
Mira acá la
ready
profesora.
for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Woohoo!
Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
Okay.
Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
O sea que voy a hacer un timo.
Here you are.
La guía práctica. Una guía práctica y compacta para navegar por Hogwarts. ¿Se perdieron páginas?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Muchas gracias, profesora. ¡Oh! ¡Inventario infinito! ¡Me encanta!
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Nice. Sigue a la profesora Weasley.
And
Luego,
here we
yo no
are.
puedo creer que me haya
Quite
tocado
the time
Hufflepuff.
saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Oh, qué chévere. ¿Cómo está este salón?
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive.
Revelio.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Okay.
My friends and I like to spend our evenings watching the sunset.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to
Defensa contra las artes
Hogsmeade
oscuras.
as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Excelente. Gracias, profesora.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by
Okay.
your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
¿Cómo lo
You did,
notó?
Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon
¿Cómo
attack.
se enteró?
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Le miento a la profesora, me muero, boludo. Bueno, sí. De hecho, sí.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Estuve bárbaro.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning. Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Gracias, profesora.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Yay. Profesor. Justo le estaba comentando.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Espero no haber hablado demasiado.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay.